This is the craziest headline I've seen today. Taylor Swift's dad, Papa Swift, aka Scott Swift, is being investigated for allegedly attacking a paparazzi photographer in Australia. I'll explain. I first saw it pop up on the Daily Telegraph, which is an Australian newspaper, saying that police are investigating Taylor's dad over an incident with a paparazzi in Sydney. It was also picked up by the Daily Mail because at first I was like, is this even true? Here is an image of Taylor's dad with Taylor underneath the umbrella where he's clearly being a very protective papa bear. You can just tell by looking at the photo. According to reports, the paparazzi claims he was struck early in the morning on Tuesday morning. It's currently Tuesday in Australia at around 3 a.m. at the ferry wharf. And now an investigation has been launched by the local police. After Taylor wrapped up her final Sydney show on Monday, her and her team celebrated and partied aboard a super yacht called the Quantum. It's understood that the alleged altercation took place when Taylor and her dad disembarked the yacht and were back at the ferry wharf. There seems to be a little bit more information on the Daily Mail as to what supposedly, allegedly happened. This is a photo of the paparazzi photographer. I don't know if this is supposed to be after the altercation or just a photo that the media has of him. There is also some video footage that I'll get to in a second, but before I show you that, what he has told the Daily Mail is that when they got off, Scott allegedly charged at him. These are his words. He said he originally thought it was a security guard and was shocked when he realized that the alleged attacker was actually Scott. Quote, "In 23 years, I have never seen anything like it." He said he didn't know what triggered the alleged assault, but said he probably decided he needed to defend his daughter for some reason. Obviously. She got off the boat, she walked towards security guards who were shoving umbrellas in our faces, and then he charged. I'll show you the video in a second and you can determine. The photographer says he does not believe he'll have any lasting injuries, but he has, quote, very sore chops on the left side of his face. A video is also attached to this story where you see Taylor and her dad walking towards the photographer and leaving the boat. And take a look and see what you make out.
Go ahead and step away from the vehicle. It's good. But you can stand there, stand right. Touch my umbrella. Yeah, you touched my umbrella, man. Oh, that was. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Okay. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Come on, here you go.
Obviously, we didn't see a whole lot in that video, but from the audio, it seemed to be some sort of scuffle where there were references made to umbrellas and, whose umbrella hit who. But even just looking at this photograph and seeing Taylor and her dad making their way to the car, he was clearly protecting his daughter. That's really clear and obvious. And presumably the photographer was standing right in their pathway. Personally, I can't imagine Scott taking a whack at a photographer just for the sake of it. It's now being investigated by local police, but they did note that the alleged victim did not require any medical treatment. I hope everyone involved is okay and that this can all get resolved really quickly. It just sucks that, irrespective of what the outcome is of the investigation, it just sucks that this is something now that's going to be all over the media, particularly in Australia, at the end of such an incredibly successful Australian leg of her tour. But I really do hope they resolve this and the truth of the matter comes to light. So be sure to follow me for all the updates and more celebrity news.